You're watching the Adrian Bauer Project. Hello. Many thanks for choosing to click on my thumbnail and to watch my content. Very much appreciated as always. And it's a very misty and snowy and cold day here in good old Blighty. So what better just to sit and watch YouTube videos and make them for you lovely people out there. And as you can tell from today's thumbnail, we've got the final reveal on our Italeri BR50 locomotive Motorhead Orgasmotron build. So if you're new to this series of videos that I've made, not seen them before, just a recap. So what I've tried to do is do my own version of the locomotive on front of the Orgasmotron album from Motorhead's 1986 album. We can get a Motorhead tour truck by Revell. Airfix did the Motorhead Bomber, but nobody seems to have done this, so I thought I'd have a go making it myself, which meant scratch building and everything. So without further ado, before we go any further, let's do the final reveal. And here we are on the top of it. So that's what it looks like at the side. I'm going to turn it round on my kitchen roll come turntable. So what we've got and what it looks like now we've all done. So we go round slowly and surely, trying my best not to shake it too much, and there we go. So the last video that we had, I just finished painting the loco and everything. All the loco build was done. So let's just get it a bit central. That's it. So all that was left to make was the war pig on the front. Now I had planned on using air dry clay for that. I think for the scale, it was a little bit for fiddle for me, so I ended up making it all with milliput, which I found a lot easier. Thing with milliput as well, it sticks to the surface that you put on, whereas the air dry clay, you'd have to make some kind of slip to put it on or glue it on, something like that. But the milliput I found stuck to the surface. So there we go. That's my attempt at it. I said it's only going to be a representation. I've never done any modelling sculpting before, so this is my first attempt. I don't think it's too bad. If I'm going to nitpick, I think I've made the snout a bit too long and the face a little bit too shallow. It needed to be the opposite way around, so it looks a bit more Godzilla than Motorhead War Pig, but it looks fine enough for what I was going to do. Added the chains on there, painted it all up. Now, as I made it, I worked from the lower mandible upwards because that was going to make painting a hell of a lot easier. So I did the tongue, the mandible at the side, let that set, painted it. Then I made the two horns, let them dry, painted it. I do have to admit, I forgot to put holes in them for the chain links. And when they dry, I thought it was a bit too fragile, a bit too flimsy to go in and start drilling. So what I've done, I've just super glued the chain links on. So there we go. Then after that, the last bit was the top half of the head. Like I say, I know, it was all trial and error because I'd not done it before. But if I was going to make it again now, I know exactly where I'd improve, and what I do. Like I say, I think I've made this snout just a little bit too long. Let me see if I can get on there, bring it in for you. So it's just a little bit too long, I think, but that's because that's the perfectionist in me. Claire's always having a go because She says, it's fine. It's about, I'm a perfectionist, but I know where, if I was to make this again, you know, where I could improve on it. So what I'd say now is to everybody out there, I hope it's inspired you to have a go yourself. You know, don't be scared. It was a lot of fun. One or two temper tantrums because things weren't going right, but that's just because I'd not done it before. But there we go. It's come out okay. What I did do as well, the snowplow thing on the front, after I'd recorded the fourth video, wasn't happy with its positioning, so I managed to be able to get it off and repositioning it now, and I think the position looks a hell of a lot better. So there we go. So, like I say, there'll be people out there who sculpt things and they are absolute geniuses at it. I think it's absolutely fantastic what they do. So whether somebody out there can have a go and make a better one of it, and so you look at mine and you look at the picture on the front, as you can see, I've definitely made the snout too long, but there we go. It's my first attempt and I'm happy with it. But I'm sure there's somebody out there that could make it and make it almost picture perfect. So go out there and have a go for yourself. So that's that build all done and dusted. So we're now on, I think it's the 3rd of December. So there's only 3 weeks to Christmas. So I'm not going to be doing any more builds. I'll be doing another video for Christmas and probably for the New Year as well. But I've got work. Work always gets in the way, doesn't it? It's this time of year and it's really, really busy time. But what I can do is I can do a little sneaky peek of what our next modelling adventure is going to be. And it's going to be the Airfix 172 Messerschmitt BF109 E3. And you know, it's going to be a nice little kit. What I like about Messerschmitt BF109s is you don't have to get rid of the seam running down the middle of the fuselage because they had one. Little tip for you. So anybody who's built this kit and they go in and trying to rub that seam out, don't worry about it. They had one. But you know, I can do a bit better than that. So also what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the Revell 1/32 scale version of it as well. So as you can see, you've got the big model that'll be the 1/32 scale, and just as perspective, false perspective, you know, the 1/72 scale one is going to be in the background. But the background for what, you might be saying? Well, this is a little kicker for you, because as well as those two, I am going to be building the Aces High Iron Maiden Aces High kit as well. So yes, if you've not guessed it already, I'm going to be doing my own rendition of the Aces High 12-inch picture sleeve. I've not got one handy to show you, so just go online and have a look. But if for those of you who know it, it's sort of like a close-up of Eddie in the cockpit of the Spitfire. In the background, he's got a 109 that he's shot down, so that is going to be that little kit as well. But also to add a bit more interest, I'm going to have him chasing down the 109. Now, what I am going to be doing, I'm going to be looking into trying finding some motors for the propellers for the 132 scale kits. You know, so we've got moving propellers on them. Hopefully, I can find that and we can get moving propellers on it. I might try and do it on the 1/76 scale, but this is going to be looking as though it's been shot down and the pilot's bailing out, so that's what I planned on that. But that is our big build. It's going to be next year. That will be starting in January next year. So there we go. So many thanks for tuning in. As always, let's get another final view of this chap shaking. There we go. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope it's inspired you to go out, give it a go. for yourself. If I ever did this again, hopefully I could find a locomotive in a bit of a bigger scale than this. I think the small scale worked against me as well. I think a bit of a bigger scale might have been a little bit easier, but if I'm to do this again in the future, I'll know what to do. But like I say, hopefully it's inspired somebody out there. Have a go themselves, and hopefully you can get yours looking a bit more, a bit more to what the album cover is. But I'm happy enough. There you go, and that's all that matters. So many thanks for watching, and see you next time. Many thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and to ring the little notification bell.